We not getting a job. It sound like y'all jealous because we found a way to make it work without a job, and you still got to work a 9 to 5, pushing 40 hours plus a week.
So let me say this. Nobody voluntarily wants to live in a tent. Okay? So I don't believe that anybody is jealous of you and your girlfriend living in a tent, especially in the elements. And just so you know, tents also like wear and tear a lot. Doesn't matter if you're planning it every day or doing stuff with it. And this comes from somebody who treks, who actually goes on treks in the wilderness. So I'm going to be honest with you. I'd much rather have a house, apartment, than a tent in the middle of the elements. But I'm going to also come from a different perspective because we're watching Congress pass harsher laws on homeless people nowadays, and you're like bigging that up. And I also want to say this. I've lived in California for 3 years, bro. Like, I tell people all the time, like, homelessness is homelessness, but just in my mind, in California, homelessness is terrible, bro. I lived in Huntington Beach. The police harass the homeless all the time, and they have nowhere to go. There ain't no trees out there to really be under. There are no woods, none of that stuff.
Y'all jealous because me and my girlfriend found a way to circumvent paying rent. So don't get upset with us and tell us that we need to get a job and we lazy, when in reality, this lifestyle is far from lazy. This lifestyle is very difficult.
But brother, you are voluntarily homeless. Like, I've actually looked at your situations and stuff. You're voluntarily homeless. People were just telling you to get a job, and instead you left to go live in a tent and all this stuff. And let's be real here, big dog. You and your girl got a hotel room, and you were trying to. And when we discovered you, you were secretly filming yourself living in a storage unit, right? So don't get up here and gaslight us and say that you fine with being homeless. You're not fine with being homeless. You just don't want to go to work. You don't want to do anything. Okay? That is the definition of laziness. Okay? You're voluntarily homeless. All right? There are people in your life that's willing to help you. And we've seen those people. And instead of you just going off and getting help, you just rather do this thing for TikTok and all this stuff. Bro, that's laziness.
Okay, we're about to get evicted, and I don't care. Here's why. Because I love living outside. I love being homeless. And you know what's crazy? It's not homeless anymore because that's my home. I'll live outside. I don't give a fuck. This economy is crazy. America is expecting us to, oh, you gotta go do all this shit, be a man, and get money for what? To live? I don't care about, I'm alive, I'm surviving. That's all that matters. I'm surviving, I'm eating, I'm around my family.
I want people to keep in mind, Fullestness also has a girlfriend and also has 2 children, right? And you can see that from everything in the room, from all the pink stuff. You can see the Barbie doll. It looks like a little Barbie doll box over there. There's plushies everywhere, right? So he's about to get evicted, but he's not worried about his children. He's not worried about his girlfriend.
So I love my baby. I love both my babies. Why does it matter? I don't need this shit. I don't need no Xbox. I don't need this shit. I don't need this shit. You see this shit? Look. I don't need that shit. I don't need no walls and shit, roof and shit. I'm cool outside. Niggas didn't have homes back then. We didn't have shit back then. So what do I need this for? I don't need no chair.
What is he talking about? If you go look at other societies, we used to kill buffalo and skin them so that we can escape the elements, right? And it's November, big dog. Like, it's November. You're gonna be outside. It's cold as fuck out there, okay? And people die from the elements, right? And a tent does not always protect you from that stuff. I also show people this. Like, I actually stayed outside. I went to Knowles, which is the National Outdoor Leadership School. They do outdoor activities and stuff. They do trekking. They actually do it for colleges as well, right? I got to do it with some kids as well. We trekked for 7 days straight. So I did this for about a couple months. So 7 days, 1 month, 7 days the second month, right? And I did this also over the span of like 3 to 4 years. Living outside is stressful as fuck. Like, that is stressful as hell, knowing that the only thing between you and an animal is a tent. The only thing between you and the outdoor elements is a tent. Tents can also break. I want you to know that. So, yeah.
Sit down so my nice booty can be comfortable on the chair. You think I need that shit? No, I don't. I want it, but I don't need shit. I'm good. I don't care. I just need food, healthy food, water, clean water. That's it. I don't care. And my family. Money and stuff don't matter. I'm about to get evicted.
How would you get the clean water, big dog? Like, sure, like you could make clean water, like it's possible, right? But also it's like, why would you subject yourself to that when you could live in a hotel room? Clearly y'all in a hotel room. You got clean water available. Shit, you got ice available, free ass ice available in most hotels. So because you're facing eviction, you think that it's okay to to just say, oh, fuck all this. And also, like, you saying that you want it, right? You want the Xbox, you want the TV, you want these things, but you don't need them. Okay, cool. Why do you have them then? Why is it so important to you? Why you got all those cables around? And even though you say like you don't need that stuff, right? Even though you say you don't need it, you went out and got it. You got the money from YouTube. You got the money possibly from TikTok. I don't know if you're still on TikTok, but you got the money from all these things. And this is stuff that you purchased, right? You went and purchased this home. You went and purchased all this stuff. The problem is that this brother doesn't want to work. He does not want to work. He wants to just be able to make money off of social media. That's it. And there are people who do that, right? There are people who make money off of social media and all those things, right? But the truth of the matter is like, it's not something that's necessary. Go get a job. It's okay to have a job.
I don't know if we're gonna make it. I don't care if we do, because I'm good regardless. And I've lost myself. Money. Oh, we were making $10,000 a month. Now we're not. Oh, I'm so stressed out. So the fuck what? Who cares about making money? I don't care. Y'all care about money. Y'all chase money all day. That's what y'all want to do. That's what y'all want to do. I don't care about money no more. I'm good. I got this. My brain. I'm smart. I'm strong. I'm handsome. I'm good. I don't care anymore about money. I'm not chasing money anymore. No, do I want money? Hell yeah. I want billions. I want so much money I can wipe my booty with it.
So you want a lot of money, but you don't want to be able to chase the money. And here's my thing. I'm all for, I don't want to be in this rat race. This is why I tell people do things that they're passionate in, make the life that they feel like they need. Go do things that they really, really want to do, or go look up careers that they can actually go and make some money in. He could get into a trade. He could literally get into a trade where he's making a certain amount of money and he could at least get an apartment. You can at least have benefits. You can at least do these things. And he won't. That's the thing. Like, it's like, no, you just don't want to put the effort in. Like, he is one of those ones that clearly don't want to put the effort in order to get to where he needs to get to. This is not about money, big dog. Because if YouTube paid him out, he wouldn't fucking complain. Right? He wants something more. He wants more. And that's it. Right? But he wants more without doing the work.
But if I don't get that money, I'm still good. See, that's the middle ground. The middle ground is to be able to, you want something so bad, right? Oh, I want it so bad. But if you don't get it, you're still good. People are like, oh man, they're not happy until they reach their destination. You're not happy right now? You focus on the future? You're not focused on the present? It's called the present because it's a gift. Did you watch Kung Fu Panda? Yo, stop playing with me, yo. I'm good without money. As long as I'm happy, healthy, and surviving with my family and we together, I don't care about money. So get the fuck out my face with that shit. I lost my...
Yeah, I don't think you don't care about the money. I think that you just don't want to work for the money. You don't want to go out and actually do something in order to bring the money in. Because you used to be a door dasher. You don't do that much, probably because you're lazy again. You used to do all these different things. Now you're on YouTube just blasting. You're on TikTok just blasting. And of course, people, and that's the thing about TikTok and YouTube, these social media apps have allowed people to become so vulnerable in themselves that all they got to do is yell into a screen and get some views nowadays. That's all they got to do. They just got to scream into it. They just got to yell, kick, and scream and tell people how they don't like their lives, things like that. And I disagree with that. That's just me personally.
Fullest lost himself. Fullest live life to the fullest. You know what's crazy? As soon as you let the money go, that's when you get it. Let it go. And I'm a musician. I'm over here making videos about homeless this, homeless that. Yeah, we get it. We get it. I'm a musician. I want to make music. I want to talk about my homeless journey. And I'm still going to talk about my homeless journey. But you keep rinsing, repeating. Yo, listen, look, do something different. But I'm doing that because that's what worked before. That's what got me money. I'm not worried about money anymore, bro. Do you understand?
So how you going to do music? You need money to do music. You're going to need money to record. You're going to need money to put all this stuff out. I don't think you're a musician, but you're going to need stuff. You're going to need money for this stuff. It's crazy as hell to say, oh, I'm not chasing money, but I want to do music. I'm not chasing money, but I have all these things in the background. You do want money. You just don't want to work for your money. And that's fine to me, like, I think that that's fine to say, because a lot of people would say that there is no such thing as like a favorite job, right? We do what we can do for our job in order to make money, something that we can tolerate. But there's nobody's waking up to be an electrician or something like that simply for the fact that they love it, right? Like they might love the job, but it's like doing it every day. If you had to do it every day, you probably wouldn't do it. That's just my opinion. But you can say that, hey man, listen, I'm just trying to get this YouTube check, trying to get this TikTok check, so I don't have to work. I can just flaunt around and do whatever the fuck I want to do. But the fact that you're having this eviction and you are allowing your kids to be homeless, you're allowing your wife or your girlfriend, to be homeless, to me, that's weird. That's weird. There's a lot of you in there and not a lot of we. For you to say, as long as I got my family. And it's like, bro, at some point, they're going to tell your ass, get the hell on.